Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Hey, 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 hey. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Where is my... Good morning, friends. Come on in the room. Don't mind me. I'm just, let me move. I haven't been in this studio for a minute. Good morning. Let me gather myself. Good morning. Where am I? Let's see. Let's share this over to our Pink Row Chronicles page. It's been a little slow. Come on, if you are already on, don't be selfish with it. Tag a friend. Ashe. Hit like and share. And come on in the room. Good morning. I want to leave now. Yeah, let me go back over here. Here, just a second. Almost there. Let me just get my stuff set up. Amen. Ashe, so I can see the people. Hey, Glency, Tamil, Byron, Natasha, Adejoke, Cynthia, Nicole, Denise, Reverend Tawana. Good morning, good morning, good morning to all of our kinfolk over on YouTube. I see you. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. And let's see who's over here on the Book of the Faces. Good morning, Tanya Denise and Barbara Burke. Good morning, Daniel Wolpert, Callie, Dana. Good morning, Carm. Good morning, Jamie. My comrade, Ashe, my comrade. Good morning. And Jamie, you know, you are right on time because y'all, let's get into it. Let's get into this week's announcements. I used to have this sound effects where it would clap. But let's get into this week's announcements before we get right into our meditation. I want to shout out, first and foremost, listen, y'all, today is the day. Today is Jabberwock. Today, all of the contributions you all have made for free scholarship competition, today is the day. So we will be going to the clearing, but it'll be abbreviated, not as long as we usually will be there, but we will be going because I need to leave by 11 or so that I can go be with our big girl. So today is the day. So I'm looking forward to reporting to you all of the happenings. I am excited for free and for all of the contestants, all 15 of the 2025 Jabberwock contestants sponsored by my sorority, Delta Sigma Theta sorority. Incorporated, and in particular the Winston-Salem Alumni Chapter. So send Free some prayers today. She has to not only present herself, but she is doing a talent, which is an original spoken word piece. Wonder where she gets that from. And she and another young woman are sharing a talent where Free will be doing her talent and the other young person will be doing hers at the same time. She also has to dance with her partner. It's a lot. So just be with her today, as I know that her nerves are high. And right now she's looking for an outfit that she wanted to wear and she can't find it. We know it's somewhere in this house. So send Free some prayers today, please. Also, I want to encourage you all to hit up We Give Black. We Give Black. You could go ahead and Google it right now, which is a program of collectively founded by our dear brother, Jamie Wooten. You know, Jamie, I always want to call you Reverend. I mean, because you really are in many ways. Let's call that what it is, right? You really are in many ways. So I want to hold on because I want to actually, one second. Let me get to the web page because I want to. This is not the page that I want. But let me just say, let me go forth. So this is me, and I am participating, moderating, having a conversation with the inimitable, I can never say that word. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Professor Dr. Ruha Benjamin, who will be giving a talk about Black to the Future, Ancestral Intelligence, and Radical Imagination and Innovation. If you do not have any of, hand me that bag, please. Let me just put my face on screen right quick to see the people. Thank you. Imagination, a Manifesto, Ruha Benjamin. This was her first one. Race After Technology, Viral Justice, How We Grow the World We Want. I mean, the sister be writing, you hear me? Be writing. And is this her also? Captivating Technology, Race, Carceral Technoscience, and Liberatory Imagination in Everyday Life. Listen. So I'm teaching this class this semester on, I always have to pause, on digital justice, religious technology, and radical imagination. And I am using all of these books. So it's kind of like a Dr. Benjamin reader course. And I'm super excited. And so, Jamie, thank you so much for the invitation to be able to be in conversation with Professor Benjamin, who has also been named a MacArthur Genius. Y'all, it's a big deal. So shout out to We Give Black. We Give Black is a transformative 3-day communal gathering that celebrates culture as the foundation of community-driven wealth, rooted in the themes of remembering, restoring, reimagining. We Give Black will guide attendees through a journey of personal healing, professional development, community celebration, and transformative storytelling. This immersive event will feature intimate workshops, keynote speakers, thought-provoking conversations, and artistic performances, creating a vibrant space for learning, connection, and cultural affirmation. Ashe. Now, just in case, Ashe. I mean, listen, we're out here working. We are out here working. Now, y'all done lost my spot. Where is my... Oh, here we go. And so just in case you're saying, that sounds in the familiar vein, that is because we do not work in silos. That is because we are all, at least my comrades, my soul trust. What is the saying? You can tell people by the company they keep. I think that's the saying. Or I keep good. Derek and I keep good company. People who are doing this kind of freedom fighting by way of grounding ourselves in the community, by way of sacred memory. Shout out to our God, our elder, the about to call Reverend, her Reverend too. Ashe, revered. That is the basis of reverend. So those that I'm about to call reverends are reverends because I revere them. Mama Dr. E.T. Hari Ture in this work of sacred memory. And if it sounds like, ooh, that sounds on the same page, then it should, because not only is it We Give Black, which is at the end of May 28th through the 31st, it is also an opportunity for you to do what? Save the date, June 26th through the 28th, for the One Love Festival. Is here, y'all. I didn't think we were going to make it, but shout out to my brother, the Reverend Dr. David Brawley, David Keith Brawley, pastor of St. Paul Community Baptist Church in East New York, in Brooklyn, East New York. To him and to the Reverend Stephen Lewis, who shared with me. I think that when was I there? Must have been February when we were on a retreat. And Brother Brawley said, when he was talking about planning for my offer, he said, let me just show you my face while I'm talking to you all. He said, I don't plan. He said, I plan for the vision. I worry how I'm going to pay for it later. Not that. Now, see, I can't be doing that. I can't do that. I cannot do that. He said, Melva, you got to do it. Because I was like, I'm just going to tell my spouse we cannot do it this year. We don't have any funds. We're not getting any funds. All of the grants that we applied to said no. I'm going to just tell him we can't do it. And Brawley said, you got to do it. You got to do it. And so I am happy to say that here we are. Here we are. And so I want to give you a few things to consider. So first I talked about We Give Black, but let me talk to you now about the One Love Festival, right? And first, our preview. If you are here in the Triad area, or if, hey, you just want to ride on down, come on from wherever you are, we want to invite you to the preview. That's what we're calling it, the preview, which is our press conference and mixer. Our press conference is on May 22nd. Thursday, May 22nd at 10 a.m. That information is here at the Kempton. If you are here, if you are a press person, we will be sharing a press release with the press to come so that we can share with you all that we have in store for this festival and just for people who want to learn more. And then that evening, we are hosting in partnership with Robert Hall, in collaboration with Robert Hall, we are hosting our One Love cocktail mixer to just see the people, be with the people, touch the people, because we love the people. In the words of Fred Hampton, we live for the people. So we want you to come on out, raise a toast to the One Love Festival, learn more. But right now, the website is live. You can go ahead and purchase your tickets right now. And you might say, well, what do I need to purchase tickets for? Well, first, you need to purchase tickets for what? There you go. You see that graphic. And shout out to Indent Media. Shout out to Nicole Denise. If you are in need of graphics, or you are in need of way more than graphics, a writing coach. What else does she do? A writing coach, a web person, a whole campaign, somebody to just get your whole media life together. Check out Nicole Denise at whitespacepub@gmail.com for all of your needs. So shout out to her for creating these beautiful graphics. Chelsea Green and the Green Project, our very own, y'all. Our artistic performance is headlining. And for those of you who don't know, the One Love Festival is also a 3-day intensive where we are centering and celebrating African diasporan history and culture through music, through entrepreneurship, through innovation, and through wellness and artistic performances. We too have artistic performances and workshops and conversations to edify the entire being, the body, the mind, and the spirit. This year, we are pleased to say that for our concert, our artistic performance, Chelsea Green and the Green Project are our headline offering. And if you have never seen Chelsea in concert, you missed it. You missing it. But you don't have to miss it. You don't have to miss it. Tickets are $40. They are on sale right now. You can go grab them and so that you could be in the house. But just when you thought like it was over, let me just hit you with this. Bam. Yeah, here we go. So our artistic soul conversation this year has expanded, and we want to invite you to our restoring and recovering coded competencies for theology and faith in African American communities. This is our artistic soul conversation and institute. We are excited. We are excited. We invite you to join the Wake Forest University School of Divinity Faith Compass Center in partnership with the One Love Festival Artistic Soul Conversations and the and the Sacred Memory Project, from McCormick Theological Seminary for coded competencies, where we will explore restoring as both method and practice, rooted in the long tradition of African American communities. Restoring draws on body, art, music, and words to counter distorted narratives, nurture wholeness, and promote healing. Together, we will engage in thought-provoking discussions, creative explorations, and hands-on exercises that illuminate how restoring, transmitted through generations, acted as a coded language of resilience and creation. So we want you to come discover these new tools with us. Mama Dr. E.T. Hari Torre, along with myself, along with Reverend Dr. David K. Brawley, Reverend Stephen Lewis, and Chelsea Green, Dr. Chelsea Green, and Reverend Joshua Campbell, who are our artists in residence for the Summer Institute, will be engaging in this powerful work. This is not your usual traditional gathering. We invite you to register. You can register on the One Love site, www.onelovefestival.com, and then hit register for coded competencies. Because guess what, y'all? The 3-day Artistic Soul Conversation Summer Institute is free. Let me get closer. It's free. Yeah, it's free. Yeah, somebody needs to see some hearts from somewhere. It's free. Also on our page are links to hotels. We have provided suggested hotels at special room rates for you. So listen, there is really no excuse. All you have to do is get here and get your hotel. And then of course the concert ticket is $40, but 3 days prior to that, you will have an opportunity to engage up close and personal. So those are our announcements for the week. And I invite you to govern yourselves accordingly, to get to all the places you need to get to look at the website, and to really support us. Support We Give Black, because we out here. Ashe, hold on one second. Where was it?
It was like this because it was in this trash bag.
Where was it? In your room?
No, in the rack.
Ashe. Remember, look, that's because the people was praying. I just asked the people to pray for you. I said, pray for free. Then who is it free? This God. I just asked the people to pray for you free, because she was looking for a piece of clothing that she couldn't find. I want to thank y'all.
Y'all work fast.
They work fast, don't they?
PRC work fast.
PRC work fast, baby. They don't play about us. They don't play about us. I say, thank you. Govern yourselves accordingly. Those have been the announcements for this week. And let's go get into this text. Ashe. Welcome. Even Derek over here, like, my God. I mean, we've been looking for this thing. We have been looking for it. 1 second, y'all. Let's get our text up. Y'all doing all right? Okay, now that I have said the announcements, let me go over here so I can see who here and say hello to some people. Oh man, what a day. What a month. Oh, I forgot. How can I forget? I'm coming, y'all. Shout out to Black Press USA and to the reporter Stacey Brown. Shout out to the Reverend Dr. Ben Chavis. Shout out to my friend, my student, not even student anymore, just comrade, Shashrina Thomas, for coordinating and facilitating a conversation between myself and Reverend Dr. Ben Chavis. Shout out to the Dean of Wake Forest University School of Divinity, the Reverend Dr. Corey D.B. Walker, for bringing Dr. Chavis to the campus last week, where I had an additional opportunity to share and to sit with him. The article is out. It's pinned on my page on Facebook. Healing Beyond the Struggle, which is not a term that I came up with. I shared last week. It's a term that I read in someone who was sharing their reflections about sinners, and I just grabbed it. I cited it in when I spoke about it last week, and I cited it, but it doesn't appear that it made it into the article. So I just want to state that in case the person who initially said it be like, hold up, wait a minute. I did. Ashe. So thank you. We are just looking for, yes, Carmen, June is going to be the PRC pre-anniversary shenanigans. One more thing before we get started. Shout out to all my sisters who are resetting in Casa de Campo, Dominican Republica. We see you all living your best lives. Take me to the water. Ashe, take my name to the water. I don't eat chicken wings anymore, but they got the best chicken wings on that beach. And so shout out to all my sisters. I don't want to call names because I don't want to forget any, but of course, Dr. Irie for facilitating and taking the sisters there. We love you all, and we are glad for you. And it is Ubuntu, because if you're resting, then that means we're resting. So continue to engage, continue to have yourselves a good old time. And this is a tradition, so we appreciate y'all for waking up and for being with us. So PRC, we are live this morning all the way at Casa de Campo, Dominican Republic. Yeah. So let's get to this text. The text this morning is John 21, 1 through 19. John 21, 1 through 19. And after these things, Jesus showed himself again to I'm just realizing what this text is and why y'all going to the water. It's just, it's a setup. After these things, Jesus showed himself again to the disciples by the Sea of Tiberias. Thank you, Adejoke. And he showed himself in this way. Gathered there together were Simon Peter, Thomas called the twin, Nathanael of Cana in Galilee, the sons of Zebedee, and two others of his disciples. And Simon Peter said to them, I'm going fishing. And they said to him, well, we going to go with you. And they went out, got into the boat. But that night they caught nothing. And just after daybreak, Jesus stood on the beach, but the disciples did not know that it was Jesus. And Jesus said to them, children, you have no fish, have you? And they answered him, no. And he said to them, cast the net to the right side of the boat, and you will find some. And so they cast it, and now they were not able to haul it in because there were so many fish. That disciple whom Jesus loved said to Peter, it is the Lord. And when Simon Peter heard that it was the Lord, he put on his outer garment, for he had taken it off, and jumped into the sea. But the other disciples came in the boat, dragging the net full of fish, for they were not far from the land, only about 100 yards off. And when they had gone ashore, they saw a charcoal fire there with fish on it and bread. And Jesus said to them, bring some of the fish that you have just caught. So Simon Peter went aboard and hauled the net ashore, full of large fish, 153 of them. And though there were so many, the net was not torn. And Jesus said to them, come and have breakfast. And now none of the disciples dared to ask him, who are you? Because they knew it was the Lord. And then Jesus came and took the bread and gave it to them, and did the same with the fish. And this was now the third time that Jesus appeared to the disciples after he was raised from the dead. And when they had finished breakfast, Jesus said to Simon Peter, Simon, son of John, do you love me more than these? And he said to him, yes, Lord, you know that I love you. And Jesus said to him, then feed my lambs. A second time he said to him, Simon, son of John, do you love me? And he said to him, yes, Lord, you know that I love you. And Jesus said to him, then tend my sheep. And he said to him a third time, Simon, do you love me? And Peter felt hurt because he said it to him the third time, do you love me? And he said to him, Lord, you know everything. You know that I love you. And Jesus said to him, then feed my sheep. Very truly, I tell you, when you were younger, you used to fasten your own belt and to go wherever you wished. But when you grow old, you will stretch out your hands, and someone else will fasten a belt around you and take you where you do not wish to go. And he said this to indicate the kind of death by which he would glorify God. And after he said to him, follow me. And after he said to him, follow me. My. I want to, before I give the title, I neglected to also announce that for those of you who are attending the Festival of Homiletics, next week I will be there. I think I'm on the 13th. I think I have the 9 a.m. slot, the Festival of Homiletics in Atlanta. So I hope to see you there. Follow me, Jesus says. So for a few moments, I just want us to reflect on this meditation. Good morning to everyone. I have not had an opportunity to say your name. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Just want to come to you. Y'all know me. A few brief thoughts. A few brief thoughts. You don't even see me yet. You don't even see me yet. You don't even see me yet, resurrection sight in a season of revelation. I just got to pause on that. I greet you from the in-between space. The place between Easter lilies and Pentecost fire, between death and divine clarity, between what was buried and what is becoming. I am a Black woman living in a country that sells the lie of freedom while legislating my bondage. A womanist faith leader raising womanish daughters, loving a Black partner, trying to teach truth in a time when truth is criminalized. Some days, if I'm honest, resurrection feels like a cruel joke, like a centuries-old myth passed down like stale communion bread, no longer able to nourish a people still hanging on the cross. I look around and I see tombs everywhere, book bans, bodies buried, voting rights dismantled, conspiracy crowned as policy. And I ask myself, what does resurrection mean here? What does it mean in this place? What does it mean in this moment? Where is the new life? The Reverend Tracy Blackman, prophet and preacher, reminded us in a post that resurrection is not a day. It's a season. That thing sat on me. Because if resurrection is a season, then this means that it lingers. It means that it breathes. It means that it grows slowly. It means that it doesn't require fanfare. It just requires faithfulness. Even when the evidence is scarce, even when the tomb still looks sealed, I feel my help. Even when Jesus doesn't look like Jesus. And then I turn to today's lectionary, John 21. And I saw myself, Carm. I saw us, Dana. So let's just get into, I'm going to flip this and I'm going to just go with points first. Is that all right? One, then, that resurrection requires returning to ordinary waters. Resurrection requires returning to ordinary waters. The chapter opens not in glory, but in grief. The disciples have seen the cross. They've heard that the tomb is empty. They've even seen the risen Jesus, and yet they are still disoriented. If y'all don't put yourselves in this text, so they do what we all do when hope feels hollow. They return to what they know. Simon Peter said to them, I'm going fishing. And they said to him, we'll go with you. I wanted to know, but why fishing? Can I help us? Can we help each other? Because trauma has a way of pushing us back into routines. I don't have no fan by me. Lord Jesus today. Yeah. Trauma, Dr. Jamie, has a way of pushing us back into routines. When resurrection feels delayed, we retreat to survival. Fishing is not just what they know, it's who they were before Jesus called them. It's a return not just to work, but to an identity that feels safer than hope. My. And here is where Jesus meets them. Not in a temple, not in a synagogue, not in a holy procession, but on the shore, next to fish and nets and disappointment. Beloved, resurrection doesn't always come in the extraordinary. Sometimes it comes in your kitchen. Sometimes it comes in your commute. Sometimes it comes right through these here digital spaces. Yeah. Sometimes it comes in small, sacred habits of daily life. Jesus shows up where they are, where we are, not in a spectacle, but in the soil of our lives. So then resurrection requires returning to the ordinary waters, but you know what else it also requires? It requires us to acknowledge that we can be close and still not see. You don't see me yet. We can be close and still not see. Just after daybreak, Jesus stood on the beach, but the disciples did not know that it was Jesus. Let that sink in. The disciples, those who walked with him, ate with him, grieved for him, do not recognize him. And this is a theme in the resurrection accounts. Mary in the garden mistakes him for a gardener. The disciples on the road to Emmaus don't know him until he breaks bread. And now here again, he is unfamiliar. But why? Because resurrection doesn't always look like we expect it to. My God, Melva, let me let that breathe for a minute. Let me just let that breathe for a minute. It doesn't always look like, Resurrection doesn't always look like we expect it to, because trauma distorts our vision, because empire conditions us to expect absence more than presence. We are a people accustomed to graves, not gardens. This is why we got to heal beyond the struggle. We are people trained to anticipate the worst, and hope is small. We are people who know how to survive, but sometimes forget how to see. But look at the grace in this moment. Jesus doesn't rebuke them for not knowing. He doesn't disappear because they don't recognize him. What'd he do? He just cooked breakfast. My goodness. He just cooked breakfast. When they had gone ashore, they saw a charcoal fire with fish on it and bread. The resurrected Christ makes a meal before he makes a point. Hey! That's resurrection. It feeds before it explains. It nourishes before it names. It says, even if you can't see me yet, hey, God, today help me. I'm still here. Hey, Woo, my goodness. I want to read it again. The resurrected Christ makes a meal before he makes a point. And that's resurrection. It feeds before it explains. It nourishes before it names. It says, even if you can't see me yet, I'm still here. Third point. Feed, tend, and follow, even if you failed. Feed, tend, and follow, even if you failed. After breakfast, Jesus speaks to Peter. Now, let's not forget, this is Peter who denied him. Peter who denied him. Peter who, when the pressure came, said, I don't know that man. Don't know him. And Jesus does not shame him. He does not drag up receipts, because you know we are receipts-driven culture over here, baby. We gonna either get them receipts or we gonna cancel you. Jesus don't drag up the receipts. He doesn't subtweet. He don't shadow box. He not a keyboard warrior. He asked Simon, son of John, do you love me? 3 times. The same number of times that Peter denied him. This is not a reprimand, but it's a restoration. This is so good. Do you love me? Then feed my lambs. Do you love me? Then tend my sheep. Do you love me? Then follow me, not worship. It doesn't say worship. It says follow. So Jesus turns Peter's failure into a future. He doesn't give him a title. He gives him a task. Doesn't give them a title. Baby, can some of y'all make it without a title? Can some of us make it without a title? We want a title, but we're negligent to the task. Oh, my goodness. Jesus. We don't even know how to complete the task. We just want the title. You want your D-Min. You want your PhD. You want your MDiv so that you can have the letters behind your name. But what's the task? Yeah. Do you know the task? Do you understand the task? Are you able to be faithful to the task? I don't know. Given the way some of us perform online, perform offline, given the way we use and we lord these titles over the same people that pushed us forward from the pews, that said that they see in us a gift and sent us off to get these titles, to get these degrees so that we would bring them back to the community. And instead of bringing them back to the community, we don't bring them back at all. We turn our nose up. We turn our nose down. We call people ignorant, foolish, and dumb because we don't remember. But for the grace of God, there we once were. And instead of breaking it down and sharing, we find ourselves so high and mighty, so high in the philosophical realm. We are so full of Sartre. We are so full of Kierkegaard. We don't even know our own black radical thinkers. We've not even tapped deep enough in our own black radical imagination. Who has read Frantz Fanon? Who has read all of the thinkers? Who would be able to withstand the teaching of the Black Panther Party, where you had to undergo political education every single week to be able, before you were able to be named a comrade? And you know why that's familiar? Because that's what a catechism is. Because those who were followers of the way, those who were followers of the way, couldn't just walk down the center aisle and give the pastor their hand and Jesus their heart. No, ma'am, no friend, no, sir. No. What did they have to do? They had to study. They had to engage the rituals for over a year sometimes until the next resurrection season to see if they had what it takes, to see if they could perform the task and forego the title. Oh, but not us. We believe that all we really got to do is confess with our heart and say with our mouth that Jesus is Lord. Baby, this is an embodied act. You hear what? He turns Peter's failure into a future. He doesn't give him a title. He gives him a task. What's your task you in search of? What's the task? See, that's womanist theology. Because it's not about hierarchy, it's about healing. It's not about climbing ladders, it's about caring for lives. It's not about resumes, it's about relationships. Resurrection is not a comeback story for Jesus alone. It's an invitation for us to return to our sacred work even after failure. Can we pause right there? Even after failure. Peter failed Jesus the first time. He denied him. And even Jesus foretold, before the cock crows 3 times, one of y'all gonna deny me. Peter, not me, friend. I would never do that to you. And when the heat hit the fire, Peter couldn't hold it. It was too much for him. And he denied Jesus 3 times and then had to watch the gruesome death. Having to live. I want to talk to us. I want to talk to us that failed publicly before. Failed publicly. Everybody saw you say you didn't know him, even though everybody knew you knew him. Right there. Right there. You hyped it up. You knew you didn't have the strength to. But instead of quietly, bowing out, you loudly. It was a public fail. And let me give this caveat too right here. Sometimes, my God, today. Sometimes the public fail isn't your fault. Whoo! Melva, Spirit, Jesus, I gotta let that breathe. I gotta let that breathe. Have your way, Holy Ghost. Sometimes the fail isn't even your fail. It's somebody else's fail. But because you're the leader, it's your fail. Come on. Because you're the public face, it's your fail. Sometimes it's not your fail. It's the person in the position behind you or above you who is inept. And can we add one more caveat? Sometimes you have no control over the fail. And I think that in some ways where we're going is that the failure is a perception. That how people perceive you failed when they don't have all the facts. I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about anybody. Y'all know all these examples. I'm talking about me. But this story, this text is an invitation for us to return to our sacred work, even after failure, because what failure will do is embarrass you. Failure will embarrass you, and it will make you forget the task and rely on the title. Failure will shame you. It will make you think that you don't have anything else to offer. It will make you retreat and shrink. And it will make you shrink in the presence of folk who don't deserve to see you shrink. Folk who have already shrunk in. Failure will send you to the sunken place. And failure will also have you entertaining invitations that you should beware of. But here in this text, Jesus provides for us, my God, today, an invitation to return. You got to return to your sacred work. Just because you failed or someone else failed, whatever the situation is, you've been gone away from it too long. You've been trying to hide. You can't. Resurrection is not a comeback story for Jesus alone. It's an invitation for us to return to our sacred work even after failure. And ain't that good news? Isn't that good news? For the one who stopped praying, that's good news. For the one who, for the one who stayed silent when they should have spoken, isn't that good news? For the one who gave up, isn't that good news? For the one who ran away, isn't that good news? For the one who had to go sit down and do some time, isn't that good news? Jesus is still cooking breakfast for you, y'all. Jesus is still cooking breakfast. What is that? Extra cheese and broccoli. Jesus is still cooking breakfast. So here's then for me, this is a womanist, Afro-centered, Afro-futurist reading of resurrection. It is this, that we cannot read this text outside of the context of empire. Jesus was executed by the state, and the disciples were being watched. Followers of the way were being hunted. This was a movement under surveillance, and still Jesus appears. Still he feeds. Still he calls. Still he sends. This is our story too. We are a people who have survived. Even though we know that our story does not begin with struggle, the fact is that we have survived transatlantic terror and domestic war. We have been hunted, policed, erased, yet we still gather. We still sing. We still teach over our babies. We still teach our babies how to breathe in a world that wants them breathless. My goodness, my goodness. Fishing for us is not just survival. It's a sacred practice. It's the conjuring of memory. It's the retrieval of identity. It's the insistence that even in loss, we know how to live. Resurrection in this text doesn't conflate Pilate or Caesar. It doesn't seek the halls of power. Instead, resurrection goes to the water. It goes to the fire. It goes to the one who failed and says, do you still love me? And if you love me, then feed somebody. That should have been the title, Chelsea. I let them cook. I want to close by this as we prepare to head over to the clearing. Whew. My. And I'm just grabbing right quick for those of you who might want to join us, to join our community over here on YouTube. I invite you to do so. And then just to email me and let me know you've joined so that I can get you the link, Ashe, so that you can come over and talk back to the text with us for a few minutes, Ashe. And then even if you can't, it is rare that you can to join us. Let's see. Live, then you'll get the you'll get the weekly recording. Ashe. So I have posted those both for those of you who want to engage to come with us. I want to just close by this way to say this. Resurrection is a season. It's the 50 days between the empty tomb and Pentecost. It's a slow burning, shoreside revolution. Revolution comes in the quiet. And what did I say? Revolution. Not a Freudian slip. Because essentially that's what resurrection is. It's a revolution. Speak, Holy Ghost. Resurrection is a revolt against tyranny. It is also a revolt against the senses. Because the senses, as we just said, trauma will make you want to stick and stay where you are and go back to a routine that is not helpful. Resurrection is a revolution. It is a revolt against those who believe that they know. Let me say, it comes when we least expect it. It comes when we've given up, my God. It comes with the diagnosis. It comes with the sentence. It comes with the declaration. It comes with the declaration, tenure denied. Hey, come here. It comes with the pink slip. It comes, yeah. It comes with the divorce decree. Speak in here. It comes with the finality of the closed casket. Come on and speak in here, Holy Ghost. It comes in the ending that you never saw coming. It comes when we are in despair. It comes when we are destitute, when we are heavy laden, when we are burdened down, when we are overwhelmed, when we are frustrated, when we are angry, when we are pissed off, when we are grief stricken. It comes. When we are hopeless, it comes. When we are filled with fear, it comes. That's what comes. Like an honor in the night, not a thief. It comes. But why does it come, friend? It comes to restore. Not just Jesus, because Jesus needed restoration. We got to go to the clearing. Jesus needed restoration, friends. Jesus needed to be restored, even though Jesus knew the task. It does not mean that he did not need to be restored. Jesus needed to be restored. It comes, not just to restore Jesus, but us. So if you're wondering where Jesus is, I want you to look again. Oh, friends, today, hallelujah. Yes. Yeah, da 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 bosha. Eke da 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 bosi. Yes, shan da 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 bosa. Look again. Look again, because it comes in the ordinary. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. Look in your screen. Look at the one you almost wrote off. Look at the place you left behind. Because the resurrected one, y'all, is already on the shore. Get to the water. Fire burning. Fish frying. Love speaking. Whispering. You don't even see me yet. Hey! But I'm here. Cast your net again. You don't even see me yet. But I'm here. Cast your net again. Come on. This is for somebody. You don't even see me yet. But I'm here. Cast your net again. this is not just for us on this side of time, in this dispensation of time. This is also for those who have transitioned and are just beyond the veil, some of them making their journey to the ancestral realm. Some of them already there. But listen, Jesus is not, when Jesus appears, Jesus is not yet in the ancestral realm. Jesus is not yet in the ancestral realm. Jesus is making his journey. Jesus is making his journey. What he means when he says that in my Father's house there are many spaces. He's not yet there. It is not an automatic when one transitions that they are now in the realm. One has to take a look over their entire lives and journey through the decisions and the grief and now the reality that they now return to the speck, the droplet of water that they once were. Jesus is not yet an ancestor, and yet he says, this is why he can say, you don't even see me yet, Earl. But I'm here. Bishop Troy, we don't even see you yet, but you here. Bishop Guidry, we don't even see you yet, but you here. Antavius, we don't even see you yet, but you're here. Hey, my, we need to sit right there. Cast your net again, whomever this is for. It's been a season of disappointment after disappointment after disappointment for you. Hey, God. But on the outward, it looks like success. On the outside, it looks like you're flying high. It looked like anyway until that one thing happened. Yeah, Spirit said, talk about yourself. Spirit said, I'm ever turn the searchlight in on you. Even for the festival, he said, cast your net again. You don't even see me yet. You was ready to give up. You was ready to give up and not do it because you couldn't even see that I am here. Because it looked like you failed. Because you're still worried about the numbers and it looked like you failed. It looked like, look is a perception. It looked like you, do it again. Cast your net again, friends. Cast your net again. Cast your net again. Whoever this is for, my goodness. So it is. So it is. So shall it be. Rise up, y'all. Resurrection is here. Ashe, Ashe, Asheo. Ashe, Ashe. My. Walk in the light. Hey. Beautiful light. I feel this. Come where the dewdrops of mercy are bright, and then shine all around us by day and by night. Oh, Jesus, the light of the world. I'm gonna make my way to the clearing, but I just gotta sit right here for a minute. Walk in the light. Beautiful light. Come where the dewdrops of mercy shine bright, and then shine all around us, by day and by night. Oh, Jesus. The light of the world. There's a bright light waiting for me. There's a bright light waiting for me. There's a bright light waiting for me in the New Jerusalem. Waiting for you, friend. Do it again. For you, there's a bright light waiting for you. There's a bright light waiting for you in the New Jerusalem. Pass me not, O gentle Savior. Woo. Hear my humble cry, and while on others thou art calling, do not pass me by. Well, we know he didn't, right? Because here is, it said, meet me at the water. Singing, Savior, Savior, hear my humble cry. And while on others thou art calling, Do not pass me by. Mm. 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 Ashe, 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 Ashe. Oh, I'm headed to the clearing. I'll see you all, God willing. The creek don't rise.